Oh, hey, we're live. Connecting Clarkston is live. Good afternoon. It is afternoon. It didn't take us but 2 minutes to set up. It was quick and efficient here. Professional. I was going to say that too. Excellent lighting. We are here at Pine Knob Ski Resort, and we have a special guest here, Jeff King.
It's good to be here.
You can hear us.
Sound check is great.
We were doing a little sound checking. So thanks for being here, or thanks for being here with us, because we're here with you.
Yeah, I like that.
So Jeff owns the Pine Knob Ski School here at Pine Knob, and we're going to get into some fun facts about Pine Knob and a little bit of the history and what the ski school does and the services it offers. But we did want to just to keep our loyal listeners informed about what's happening in and around Clarkson real quick. We do have a couple little things that you should be aware of. For example, Tasty Burger. Tasties. That burger joint that's going in the gas station at the corner of Walden and Sashaba, opening this weekend. Apparently it's a big deal. So
it's a big deal. I think they've got like a ton of news crews that are going to be there. Like the first 200 people get a free t-shirt. It sounds like a whole big thing. So hopefully good weather and people can attend that.
Yeah, that's the buzz about Clarkson. Also, P2A is holding a fundraiser for a Special Olympics.
Yeah, I think 20% of sales are going to go to the Special Olympics.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which, while we're talking about it, P2A, Brandon, we really want Brandon from P2A to come on the podcast at some point.
Yeah.
I've heard he's a good guy.
You have?
We've all heard that. Yes.
Yeah, we've heard good things.
Yeah, for sure. What else is going on in town?
Hello Dolly, the Clarkson Drama Club.
Yeah.
I think the 13th through the 16th, and I think there are still tickets available for that.
I know the Clarkson ski team, the Clarkson High School ski team is competing in they just did regionals and they have the state finals on the 24th.
That's
Anybody's
right.
up at Nub's Knob on the 24th.
Yeah.
Cheer on the Wolves.
They did. They got a great team this year.
They do. The boys and girls got first at regionals.
Yeah, it's very exciting for all of us here.
Yeah, so this is where they train, their home hill, so it all comes full circle. But yeah, I think there's a lot of Clarkson athletics that have gotten into districts and regionals right now for their winter sports. So stay tuned, check it out on our app. If you're not sure what's going on, definitely check out the Connecting Clarkston app. All the things that you need to know to stay in the know.
And the deals and giveaway section, right now we have a Clarkson Loves Tacos giveaway going on for the month of love, February. And North End Candle Bar, the Fed, and one other location are all doing a giveaway too. So that's all in there.
Fun. Yeah. Okay, so
the main event.
Yes. Jeff, we are here to chat all things Pine Knob. And I'm not sure where to start, but I think, do we start from the garbage dump question?
Yes.
Do we start there? Because
that's where we start. The landfill, right?
Yeah, the landfill.
Yes.
I mean, we've lived here for a long time, and it's a big story. Like, oh, Pine Knob is built on a garbage dump. That's not true, is it?
Well, when Detroit was being built up, they dumped garbage all over the place. So it wasn't at all what you would think of as a garbage dump today.
Okay.
So there was certainly some refuse that was around here, but it was basically a sort of hilly area that got built up and developed as a ski resort. So sorry to say, not a garbage dump.
Okay. Sorry, not sorry.
Check that out.
Fake news, as they say. Fake news.
That was on my bingo card.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Ski hill built on a garbage dump. No, don't get that one. Well, good. So, but Pine Knob has been here, so we were talking earlier, since the 60s, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Store opened in, what was it, 64?
62.
62.
Was the official opening, and in 65, sort of everything had started coming together, and we were like a real ski area by 65.
And was the ski school around since then also?
Absolutely. Yep. We had, in the ski world, there's a famous guy, Stein Erickson. If you're into the old time ski stuff, he's a really famous guy, maybe one of the most famous people in the ski industry. And they brought him in as a guest ski school director for a few years. So he came in with his crew and started us off on very good footing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so back then, obviously, snowboarding wasn't a thing. It was just skis. Yep. But how long, when did snowboarding kind of become part of it?
So early 90s, when I came here, there was snowboarding was becoming a thing. I'm not sure when Pine Knob allowed snowboards or not. But by the early 90s, there were a bunch of kids out here on snowboards.
I do remember when it was like, oh, what are they doing? Get them out of here.
We used to always make fun of them.
Yeah.
I don't know why. They're very nice people.
I know, and they do cool things.
Yeah.
And it's like a really, it's just as legit as skiing,
Yeah, I don't know if it's as legit. Nah, I'm kidding. No, I'm a skier, but I snowboard, and we have a good time doing it. And whatever people like to do, it's good for them. We love having people out here.
Yeah.
It tends to be younger people that are snowboarding, and so to have that energy of young people snowboarding out here and doing the tricks that they do, it's a really fun, creative way to enjoy sliding on the snow.
Yeah.
I always have to throw in that I'm a dental hygienist. I know Ann's probably like, oh my gosh, stop talking about it. But I had a patient who had just moved here from California. This was like 2 years ago. And he had to be 80, 82, and just like super active, cool guy. And he was telling me how he was going to go up to Pine Knob and try snowboarding.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't think you should do that. I feel like I tried snowboarding when I was 20 and like couldn't walk for a while. So,
Yeah.
But I thought that was cute. I don't know that you see a lot of older people attempting snowboarding.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I wonder if like Tony Hawk and skateboarding, like that was the transition into snowboarding. We don't need to get into it, but that's you're just talking about the 90s and...
Yeah, for sure. In the late 70s, 80s, it started developing, and a lot of those guys were from California. Jake Burton was one of the big first guys of Burton snowboarders, And so it was, years-long sort of evolution to what we see today with the bindings and the boots and specialized snowboards with steel edges. So it started off as a piece of wood like you just sort of stood on and held a rope. So, yeah.
Well, okay, talking about learning things. So you obviously you run the ski school, own and run the ski school. When did you get involved, and how long have you been doing this?
So I started teaching when I was 15 up at Mount Holly. I had an older brother that did it, and he loved it, and skiing was like the most fun thing I could possibly imagine doing. So like a lot of us in the ski industry, it's a little bit expensive to be a part of. So we come and we work for the resort, and so that allowed me to come out, and when I was 14, 15 years old, I would be out here like 100 times a year if we were open that many days. That's how crazy people are about skiing and snowboarding. And so I became a ski instructor. I really enjoyed it. I was able to make some money doing it, so that was cool as a kid, but it also gave me that free ski pass, which is like the coolest thing ever for a young person.
Right.
So I came down to Pine Knob when the Cossack family purchased Pine Knob. They already owned Mount Holly, and so our ski school there came down to Pine Knob, some of us, and we started doing lessons down here. So I've been here since around 1990 working here. And I was here a little bit earlier racing in high school. I raced for Adams High School in Rochester. And so back when I was racing, we were just transitioning from bamboo poles that you ski around to breakaway gates. Yeah. So that happened in my experience in high school, which is, you've got racer kids. It was horrible racing in bamboo. Yeah. Horrible.
Well, and you didn't wear helmets, right?
Helmets.
Padding.
We're Gen X. We don't need helmets.
Exactly. We brought that up.
There was one kid in our high school ski league that wore a helmet. I think his name was Scott Tater. I may be wrong on that. If you're listening, let me know. But he was way ahead of his time.
Oh, yeah.
Weird looking.
Yeah.
But my goodness, do I love having a helmet now.
Oh my God. Because I did the same thing. Like, there was no pads. My boys have back protectors and guards, and I mean the whole body's like protected, and we were just like, get out there, and if you fall, well, good luck. And
endure the pain.
Yeah, like that's not a concussion. You're just hungry. I don't know.
Concussions. I don't even know if those are a real thing.
I have the opposite of ski racer children at home, and I brought my son up, and we showed up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you have to get a helmet? Like, we didn't have helmets, and I was a little judgy against the helmet, and then he proceeded to ski the fastest I've ever seen anyone ski straight down the bunny hill into the window of the cafeteria.
Oh!
I was like, oh, look at that. That helmet is a good call.
Good thing is
good call.
Good call.
Yeah.
So, okay, we've moved on from like the daring, 70s and 80s and 90s. Now we've got helmets, we've got protection, we've got equipment. But what, like your ski school, who is it for? What do you guys offer aside from helmets and no concussions?
So we have a couple different kind of groups of clients that we serve. We've got families that are bringing their kids in to learn to ski because they grew up skiing. They wanted their kids to ski, and so they bring them out and they give them anywhere from one lesson to a series of lessons. Okay. We help kids to be able to sort of get to the ability they can stop and turn safely, get on a chairlift, and sort of be let free into the semi-wild. It's not the big bad world, but there is a little freedom for kids. That they can be away from their parents, but we've still got ski patrol looking after them. We've got resort staff to make sure that they're doing okay. And so that's kind of a fun transition for kids to make. It's great for parents. They can drop the kids off, come upstairs and do a little work on the computer or hang out with their other friends. So that's pretty cool. We have adult people. There is a bar. If you're into that sort of thing. We've got adults that come in that are new to skiing and snowboarding. Maybe they didn't have parents that did it, and they saw for whatever reason they wanted to learn how to do that. So that's pretty fun to be able to help adults come into the ski and snowboarding world. And then we've got sort of people that are enthusiasts. So they are great athletes. They're looking for an opportunity to exercise outside in the winter. For whatever reason, they, like in any sport, they want to excel at it and get better and better. And so that's a sort of a fun group for us. Definitely the smallest amount of people that come out. But for an enthusiast to come out and be able to hang out with us as ski instructors, we can all sort of work together and help them to have more fun while they're achieving a great workout during the winter. And it's really hard to ski and snowboard with your phone out while you're doing it. You can pull it out on the chair, but it's especially these days, it's really nice for us to be able to offer something that people can do without their phone. And outside in the winter is always cool.
Huge deal. It's such a gap in what kids, their activity. Winter, they kind of hibernate. So this is such a great place. I mean, our daughters ski together here whenever they can.
We're so thankful that they have been up here a ton. It's the same thing because we're like, what would they have done all winter? And it feels like just living so close. This is such a nice, it's a huge opportunity for our community just to be able to come up here and.
Yeah, it's awesome. And you come up here and you stop in the bar, and chances are you're going to know a handful, if not more people that you can reconnect with.
So I was going to say, because Ann's daughter, Emily, has been skiing. Good skier. Kennedy had gone one time. So we did get her a couple of lessons, and there are group lessons, there's private lessons, there's just options for everyone. And did we talk about the ski school club? Is that through you guys too?
Yep. Okay. So we've got the student club, which has been undergoing some changes over the years, and we're just working really hard at trying to find the right balance for affordability, for helping kids to really learn how to ski and be safe out here, and again, a semi-structured activity that they can do that is not playing video games. So it is thousands of kids that come out and do it, and we've got opportunities for parents to get a little discount on their lift tickets while they're out with the kids, so they can spend some time outside together as a family.
So Ann and her husband ran Clarkson Elementary Ski School many years ago. I remember.
That's great.
Yes, and I think. I don't want to say we take it for granted, but we're so close, right, that we can just drop the kids off. But there are a lot of schools that come from long distances that bus the kids here, right? They just throw them on the bus. I think that's pretty cool.
Well, like we were talking about before, and this is, I mean, I can say this, I don't work here, I'm not an employee, I don't own a ski school, but this is the best ski resort in Southeast Michigan. We were talking about it.
I agree. I think that's just a fact.
It's a fact, and people come here, and there's a reason they make those long journeys from long distances. But I think we were talking earlier too, there's a lot of money and time and resources put into the resort. It's not just by happenstance, right? You were talking about how much change and how much innovation is happening here. I mean, even the snow guns, right? didn't they, I don't know how many they increased over the last several years, and different lifts, so they're reinvesting, right, which makes it...
Absolutely. And remember, we've only got basically 4 months to sell anything that we're going to sell here and make this available entertainment option for families here in Southeast Michigan. And so that makes it that's sort of a difficult thing to do, as you can imagine. You've got a revenue stream for 4 months, and all of those costs. Chairlifts are expensive. Making snow, just the electricity to turn all the fans on the snow guns is expensive. Not to mention all of the infrastructure that needs to be done. So it's really cool that Pine Knob and the Kosick family are willing to invest in this, because there's no guarantee they're going to make a profit in a year. You know, we just came off 2 bad winters, right? Like rain all the time, and like we would go down to almost no snow out here. This year has been wonderful. We haven't gotten any big snow dumps, but come on. But our snowmaking crew, thanks to the investments by the family and their hard work, have been able to keep us in great conditions all year. I mean, it's been very few times when the conditions were, you know, not fun to be in. So
I don't know how, but somehow I ended up in like a Facebook ski group, which is not a group that you would think I would be in. But and I think last year there were all kinds of people complaining, and it wasn't about here. It was about up north locations, about the snow, and oh, these runs aren't open. And there were a few people chiming in like, these people work miracles in Michigan. Like considering they're making snow out of nothing. And I do know we've heard like Pine Knob. Did you guys develop your own system? Is there something about the snowmaking system here that's different? There's
an additive, and I'm not a snowmaking expert, so I don't know exactly how much it's just us, but I do know that our parent company produces an additive that they put in along with the water. They call it Snowmax. And when that water comes out of the snow gun, there's a fan that spins to blow it. There's compressed air and the water, along with that additive that gives the water a little nucleus to form a snow crystal around. So it's not just a frozen droplet of water that's going out. They're actually like snow-like crystals. And that's why the ski conditions are like as good, if not better, than many natural snows that come out. And obviously in Southeast Michigan, we're never going to get enough snow to have anything more than a few days of skiing. And so we've got feet of snow out there that's actual snow. And as it's melting down, it's still real snow, and it works really nice to ski on. It's a great opportunity.
I don't think he is, but if my son Austin, if you're listening, he's on the snowmaking crew out in Eldora in Colorado. So, like, music to your ears right here. He talks to me about the chemical and, like, the science of snowmaking. Is
there's a big science.
Big deal. I don't think people, like you're saying, people don't appreciate. There's a lot that goes into it to have this for 4 months. But it's really, really important. So we're happy that it happens. I'm curious about how many people you guys employ. This is a big employer for these winter months. And your ski school, how many people do you employ, or not exactly, but about how many, and how do people get involved if they want to, teach with you guys?
Well, for, a relatively modest day resort is kind of where we fit into the ski industry business. We've got 187 people on staff just in the ski school. And so we've got a lot of people that the resort employs, from snowmaking crew, the operators outdoors, our cafeteria, our bar, the ski shop to help people with any needs that they have, the day of, and or if they wanted to upgrade some equipment. Our ski patrol is a big operation. Those are all volunteers, and there's well over 100. I'm sorry, I don't know the answer of exactly how many, but it is a big organization, and there's a lot of manpower that it takes to get things going out here. And so it's super fun to be a part of that, because we all love winter,
I worked here in high school. I worked in the cafeteria.
Nice.
I have to say, the cafeteria has come a long way. The bar has come a long way, like just huge improvements. Even Ann and I came up last year towards the end of the season because we were doing a little drink spotlight on some of the cocktails in the bar, which we recommend.
Highly recommend.
But I think even last
a great
year,
place.
yeah, it underwent some like huge menu changes. Yeah. I mean, even if you aren't skiing or don't know anybody that's up here skiing, and there's not a bad place just to hang out.
I know there's live music on some nights. I mean, it's a destination, not just for skiers.
Yeah. So. You were talking about the menu. They built a new kitchen to support the menu in the bar.
Yeah.
So we've got our cafeteria food, but now Sean, our kitchen and guy that runs that side of the business, it's been so awesome to come because I'm here a lot and I love our cafeteria food.
Yeah.
Some of the best fries on earth as far as I'm concerned.
Our daughters love the brownies.
Yeah, it's so good. But it is nice to come in here and have like a pretty nice dinner. That's 10 or 15 steps above cafeteria food for I think a pretty reasonable price. So,
I agree.
Yeah.
So back to your instructor. So if I'm a person who is a decent skier and I want to maybe make some extra cash in the winter, is that the kind of job, or like what's the hiring process? Who are you looking for in the beginning of their seasons?
So for our ski school, we have a pretty big staff, so that anytime somebody comes out here, no matter how busy it is, we want them to be able to get a lesson if they want to take one.
Yeah.
And so to do that, we have to have a lot of people. So we are looking for part-time people that are passionate about skiing or snowboarding. If they can ski or snowboard a little bit to start off with, we can help them get to where they need to be a teacher. But we're really looking for those sort of people skills, right? Like being able to share a passion with somebody in a clear enough way that they will understand and be able to be helped by that. We've got a lot of super professional people on our staff, but you don't have to be someone with 30 years to be a ski instructor of experience. We really like to hire high school kids because they're excited, they've got that youthful energy, they're willing to stand out in the rain or the snow or whatever and say, yes sir, can I have another when they're done with that lesson. And so I
do like the way that it's set up when you're booking the lessons, where you can like read about the instructor. Because when I was booking a lesson for Kennedy, I picked like a high school girl. I was like, oh, this is going to be a good person. She's going to enjoy spending time with her. So I do think the website is really nicely done, and it makes it super easy.
What is the website?
PineKnobSkiSchool.com.
What was it? I didn't hear it.
PineKnobSkiSchool.com. It's the greatest ski school website of all time.
It is very
I've actually heard that from several people. But I appreciate you saying that
because...
And I booked
last minute, too. Where I was like, oh, I hope this actually works, but it was perfect.
We have been working really, really hard over the last few years, ever since COVID and before then, of doing that digital thing. Just knowing that at least I love to buy things and schedule things on my phone. And so that ability for people to look at their instructor and request their instructor, we call it Pick a Pro, has been really nice. There's reviews on there about our instructors because you know your kids best. We know our instructors, some of them a lot, some of them a little, but you know your kids, and that ability to say, hey, I think my daughter would love a young lady that has been snowboarding for a few years and is active at school or whatever they put into their bio. They write their own bios, and we think that gives you an opportunity as a parent to pick out somebody that might be more successful. I'm a pretty good ski instructor, but I'm probably not the best fit for some people that are out there, right? And parents have an ability, and I think moms especially, they can take a look at somebody and give them a pretty decent judgment, right?
The intuition.
Yeah, that's right.
One thing I wanted to talk about are upcoming events. I think I just saw March 6th you guys have. You will know.
So we've got two cool things coming up in the spring. We love doing the events to encourage people to come out here and have fun and have some energy going on, just beyond the awesome snow, but to come out and sort of have a ski party. We've got our carnival, which has been going on forever.
That is super fun.
Yeah.
For the whole family.
What happens at the carnival?
Well, we've got the the biggest and coolest thing of all is that climb up the wall to try to get hats.
Yeah.
So the ski patrol sponsors the carnival, and they throw 100 hats down there, and you get to see just absolute mayhem. It's like a crash up derby on
really
snow.
fun.
So much fun to watch.
And you have kids like going up and then sliding back down.
Yes.
Going up, you know,
It
it's
seems
cool.
really dangerous, but it's actually not. We've done a lot of scientific studies on it, so it's really nice.
Is that trial and error? Scientific study.
Very sciencey. Oh, yeah.
Well, I do run a ski school, not a real school.
Yeah,
so.
okay. There you go. And don't you have a train park?
Yeah, that's
also
right.
coming up?
So the first weekend in March is Carnival. On Sunday we do Carnival, and then the second weekend we're doing something new for the first time this year: the inaugural Park Festival.
Okay.
It's going to be for skiers and snowboarders. We're going to have a mogul competition for us Gen Xers. The moguls aren't really big for the kids now, but we're hoping to encourage them.
But who in Gen X, whose knees can really do that anymore?
It's amazing. I know this guy Michael Dwyer that is so fit.
I've heard of him.
It's
He's a good dancer.
incredible.
I've heard he's a good dancer.
He's
And
great
a
at
magician.
dancing. He's good at card tricks,
Magic tricks.
and he can ski the moguls pretty well.
That's a triple
And so we've got that, which is going to be probably most importantly fun for us older Gen X kind of guys and ladies that are going to do that. But we've also got a rail jam. We've got a big air competition, and we've got a new thing we're calling the wall huck. So that means jumping and doing the craziest jump you can off of the top of the wall and coming down.
No way.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we're
that's
doing all of
awesome.
most of the events are going to be where mom and dad, or grandma and grandpa, friends and family can come out and watch from the lodge with a beverage. We're going to have drink specials. We're going to have shot specials. We're going to have a delicious dessert
We'll be
special
here.
that I know you're going to love.
Yeah, I definitely
The
will.
brookie.
The brookie.
Yeah.
Who's judging all these competitions?
So we're going to have local famous people. So Pine Knob has produced quite a few guys that were on the U.S. Olympic team in freestyle for moguls. We've got some guys that did pretty well in ski ballet, which probably a lot of the kids have never even seen unless they saw it on social media. So we'll have some of these. Yeah, we'll have some of these guys out
Old-timey
here.
ballet? Like that's something they used to do? Really?
That's right. Yeah, like Dietrich Furs,
Oh,
the coolest Pine Knob commercial ever.
Yes.
If you haven't
That
seen
was
it, you
at
need to
Pine
look it up.
Knob?
That was at Pine Knob. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. See, I'm getting all
That's-
excited. Sorry, I'm
That
yelling.
is the best thing
Yeah.
to learn today.
Yeah.
Dietrich first. Yeah, remember that? Oh,
Yeah,
my
Dietrich
I think
Furs.
we just drove by it. Is
Yeah.
it on like Woodward? Do we
Yeah.
know where Dietrich Furs? I think the sign. Oh my gosh, that's
You know, I
amazing.
haven't gotten a fur lately, so I'm not sure
Oh
where
my
it's
gosh.
at.
Yeah, I got mine. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to
Salvation
remember.
Army is where we
Yeah.
probably have to go. Yeah.
Wow, ski ballet is back.
Well, I'm not saying it's back, but it is cool. And a lot of the kids,
It should come
and a
back.
lot of the kids that are really innovating new and cool things in the terrain park scene are doing things that are similar to what they used to do in the
Okay.
ski ballet
That's
world.
very
So
cool.
yeah, it is fun.
I love that you're going to be able to watch everything. So at the beginning of the season, I feel like there was more stuff on this hill
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the train park in the beginning.
Yes,
and
but then
you
what?
moved
Did it get moved over?
Yep, that's right.
Do you guys do that every year?
Yeah,
Okay.
the kids that enjoy the park are a big part of our clients out here at Pine Knob, and so we have one of the really talented park crews. Matt Dunn is the guy that drives and designs these things, and he's got a unique vision. So you're not going to see parks like he designs in many places around the world. He actually travels around to different sites to help them build things, which is really cool. We're really fortunate to have him. And so in the beginning of the year, we know a lot of kids are excited. They're a big part of our clientele list. Matt builds them a little rails and some small jumps, knowing that when we get more snow, we'll open up bigger terrain and put in bigger stuff. But you'll see all of the kids that are, the best talented kids out here still doing that front park, terrain park in the front. And it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And so Matt has agreed to build us another one
Nice.
so that we're all able to watch and enjoy this thing.
Yeah, it's so
from
nice
here.
to be able to watch
Yes.
from there.
Yeah.
We're drinking it.
It'll be live streamed. We're going to have it going all day. So if Grandma and Grandpa want to watch from
that's
home or
cool.
Florida or
Yeah.
wherever they're at, they're going to be able to do that. Yeah, we're really excited
That's
for
awesome.
it. Yeah.
Is there ever any like opportunity for a half pipe or a like that kind of structure here, or is it just not enough?
So yes, we've done half pipes in the past, but what we found out is like the deep end of the pool is the thing that's used the least.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing with the with those that feature. It's just kids. It's difficult to do. Kids got to put a lot of time and effort to find any success, and so it's really expensive to create and maintain.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time. We know kids love the terrain park.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah,
kids love
accessible.
hitting big jumps.
Yeah.
And we're pretty sure they're going to love the wall hook.
I
That
think
sounds
so.
amazing.
We've got $3,000 of cash prizes we're going to give away
gosh.
for kids from 12 and up through adults. So we're really excited about this.
Is this? Do you guys? I remember in the past you had a pool the kids could ski
Yeah.
across. Is that happening
Yeah.
again? As well?
We're not doing that. Mount Holly has one. If you're interested in doing it, they have a lot of fun with that up there. We've got enough on our plate with these 4 events that we're doing. So
Gosh.
yeah.
One other thing too, like a season pass through Pine Knob is good at a bunch of locations,
Yeah.
right? And that seems like that's kind of newer. I don't know how many years that's
Yeah.
been the case,
Yeah.
but
So we have
a little bit about that.
we have 3 resorts right here in Southeast Michigan: Alpine Valley, Mount Holly, and now we've got Bittersweet over towards the middle of the state, over west from here, and then we've got Alpine Valley East, which is over on the other side of the lake. That's like a resort. They've got hotels, they've got a golf course, restaurants, all of that stuff. And then they purchased Searchmont in Canada a few years ago. And if you haven't had a chance to go up there, it is absolutely beautiful. It looks like you're going skiing out east,
Yeah.
if you've done that ever. So it's like mountains, there's cliffs, there's so much snow, there's trees, and it's absolutely beautiful to get up there. So we're really excited about that. Our pass at Pine Knob is an all-area pass, so you get to actually travel to and ski those areas for no cost with that multi-area
Yeah.
pass.
I mean, I think Searchmont is the best place within 5 hours
I agree.
easily. Like
Yeah.
it's just you get so much more
It's
terrain.
incredible.
They have those on-hill ski in, ski out condos
Yeah,
now too,
that's
which
right.
are great. So yeah, it's
And they have every chair has a safety bar on it. It's a law in Canada, so yeah.
smart. They're smart up there. They got some
I
things.
like
going
that.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know if they're smart.
we
they
won't
wear
get
helmets?
into that.
I mean, I love Canadians.
Yeah.
Are they wearing their
I just
helmets?
don't know about forcing people to wear a safety bar. Apparently, it's safer. That's what
That
they
is
say.
a big debate. We were just talking about
Yeah.
this. Like,
Why is that
so
a
out
debate?
west, you'll be out west, and some people like I always want it down because I feel a little
Yes,
nervous.
I would
and then
like it
some
down
people
there.
are like, no, like they hate the bar. I'm like, but you're way the heck up here. Like, but people have very strong feelings about putting it down
They
or
definitely
not.
do.
I don't know.
It may be a
why.
generational thing.
I don't know.
Are
I
you
don't know.
anti the bar?
Anti-bar,
I feel
can
you're.
tell.
I'm not saying I'm anti the bar. I just don't know if we actually need that thing.
Oh my
gosh.
Okay.
We'll leave it there.
What we do want to know is we talked about like little known facts about Pine Knob. Can you share some things? I feel like we talked about the garbage dumps. Okay, so that one's dispelled. That myth is dispelled. Any other little known facts about? Well, one thing I will say before while you're thinking, when we were chatting earlier, is it Nancy downstairs? Tracy, sorry. She was telling us a super interesting fact that the Bunny Hill used to be the parking lot, and that's where she learned to ski.
Yeah.
Like right outside, like in the front, there was a tow rope where the parking lot is now, and that was the Bunny Hill. I had no idea. That to me is
I have a hard time
interesting.
picturing how
I
that
know.
was a
Like,
thing.
Pine Knob has changed over the years.
Who
but-
has the tallest ski hill in Michigan? Do we know? Not meant to be a trick question.
Yeah, I don't
thought
know.
maybe that would be.
I don't know.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Up, it's up north.
Yeah, for
It,
sure,
it
yeah.
may be one of the Boynes or Nubs Knob. I'm not sure.
Okay.
What's a fun fact about Pine Knob? Little known fact. What do we need to know here?
We've
Insider's scoop.
golly, there's so many.
Do we need to come back for another episode?
There's so many.
What are we allowed to talk about?
Another episode. You know, I don't know exactly if it's unknown or not, but we've got an exceptional snowmaking crew here. When we send out surveys, we do hear consistently that our snowmaking here at Pine Knob, for whatever reason, is probably the best around. Nubs Knob is famous for their snowmaking, and so people will, in general, say Pine Knob and Nubs Knob in the same voice, and so we're really proud of that. It's a big job to get that done, and we're super excited about that. We're probably the busiest ski school in the state. I don't know that. I haven't done a research project on it, but just from the inside ski instructor thing, we do an awful lot of instruction here. We literally hundreds of thousands of people have come through Pine Knob, Mount Holly, Alpine Valley over the years, and so that's another thing that we're really proud of, and it adds up. Like hundreds of thousands of people were introduced to skiing right here in Detroit, right? Like, isn't that wild?
It is.
Well, Ann and I have talked a lot about this too, about Pine Knob is like one of the things that does make our community so special. You know, it's like this small community with this just amazing thing. And I mean, Pine Knob Music Theater, we're very fortunate to have
for sure.
Which I had heard a story from somebody that some of the artists used to sleep upstairs here back in the early days of the concert venue.
Yeah.
Maybe the next podcast are stories from the
penthouse.
Penthouse, Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple rooms up there. It's just office and storage right now, but we'll do meetings up there every now and then. And I've heard, this is rumor, but I've heard when the VIPs come in, sometimes they'll set them up there so that they can have enjoy their time with their family and a little more peace and tranquility. So
that's cool.
Yeah, but it is really fun when we get people that are well-known athletes or musicians or actors, when they do come out, and they do come out regularly. It's kind of fun to see them enjoying their free time and their family time right here in Clarkson, Michigan. You know, it's awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You guys also have a great pro shop. I don't know if we call it that, right? Is that called a pro shop?
Yeah.
And you get swag like this Pine Knob stickers. You've got these neckies. These are really high quality too.
Super nice.
Like really nice.
Yeah.
And lately, last couple years, I don't know who's doing the designs on the jackets and the snow pants, but like my teenage boys were really into it. They're like, wow, like I'm gonna say it. They're gonna think I'm dumb, but like the fit. What is
Was it boogery?
Whatever, I don't know what it is, but they
It sounds like you're describing something super boogery.
Oh, is that the new thing? Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you saying that?
I don't know why they
I
say
feel like we
this
learned a
stuff.
couple of very interesting things today.
Boogery
That's one of
and
them.
steez.
Steez. Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's
Yeah.
happening in the
We
shop.
thought we were good with fit.
God dang it.
This is I'm probably saying it wrong, but this is a very steezful little talk we're having.
Okay.
Pretty sure I am wrong.
Pretty sure that's
I'll have 300 or 400 kids text me today and let me know.
Steezful.
such a nerd, but they don't say nerd. You're such a whatever the word is.
Well, I think they
Right.
do.
Oh,
My
that's-
kids call me a nerd.
That's still cool. Okay.
Yeah.
We heard it here. The biggest nerd at Pine Knob, Jeff
That's
Page,
right.
came to chat with us, and we're very, very fortunate. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for coming. This was fun.
Yeah,
This was fun.
Yeah.
Part 2
We'll come
stories.
back for,
Stories
Stories from the I don't know what, from
above, from the penthouse.
From the penthouse.
Stories from the penthouse.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, have a great day, everybody.
Stay safe tonight. If
Come out to Pine Knob.
sloppy. Yeah, first come here and then get home safe. Adios.
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah. Do you have a
Sonia
question?
wants
Oh,
us to know that Jackson Creek Summit Snow River Mountain Resort is the highest ski resort in Michigan with 590 meters.
meters?
Sweet.
Well, is that right?
I've never even heard of that
Me
place. Maybe it's in the UP or something.
Oh, it could be like what's the cat skiing place up there?
Bohemia?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
That's it. What's the vertical feet here? Is it 500 or 400 and something?
Slightly less than 500,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, we're a close second here. All right. Thanks for the
Bye-bye.
facts.
Thank